Hey skaters, I'm Dirty Deborah Harry with the Dirty School of Skate and the Fountain Valley Skating Center. I'm here today to talk about intermediate skating. Yes, for those of you who started out maybe during the pandemic, doing a lot of beginner skating skills, and now you consider yourself an intermediate, this video is going to be just for you. And this is going to be all about skating smooth. How do we get to a smooth skating style? Today's video is brought to you by Backbeat Skates. You guys, Backbeat Skates is online. I need you to go check them out, backbeatskates.com. But when you're here in Southern California, I need you to visit them. They are the only full-standing Rydell boot fitting studio. They have everything in stock on the higher end of Rydells, and they specialize in customs. Not only do they have a full fitting studio, but a 1,200 square foot skating space, brand new Maplewood floors, and some of the biggest teachers around, particularly in dance skating, teach there. So you guys are gonna link their address here in the description box of this video. Let's get ready to learn how to skate smooth. So I understand that the vast majority of my videos are teaching you the foundational elements of skating, and I'm really speaking to beginners. And it's not that intermediate or advanced skaters can't watch that same video and glean some of the golden nuggets of the fundamentals of skating from it, not only for themselves, but for them to teach others. But I feel like so many of us came together during lockdown. A lot of beginner skaters started then, and you're not a beginner anymore. You're an intermediate skater now. But I think that probably the number one thing that differentiates a beginner skater to an intermediate skater is your ability to skate smooth. There are so many times skaters will come up to me and say, "Oh my God, I just want to skate smooth." They feel like they can skate forward, they can turn around, they can skate backwards, they could even jump or spin a little bit, but they are missing that crucial element of skating, which helps them to skate smoothly. So I'm gonna break this down into 3 different sections. Number 1 is equipment. Gonna go through this real quickly though. Your skates need to fit you like they're giving you a gentle hug, okay? If you are at odds with your skating boot, if you are at odds with the way that the wheels feel, they're incompatible with the surface you are skating on, it's hard to be smooth. My boots, for instance, they fit my foot, again, like a gentle hug. I feel better in these skating boots than I feel in any shoe. When I'm skating and pushing my body weight down on them, I can literally feel the floor. My wheels are compatible with the floor, meaning they are not too grippy and they're not too slick, okay? They are just melting into the floor in that beautiful way that helps me hold my edges and transfer my body weight. It's going to be different for different people as far as what you use based on the floor that you are skating on, your body weight, the shape of your foot. There's so many different things. But if you absolutely know that your boots or your skates are the problem, we need to work on solving that issue so that you can skate smoothly. Number 2, it is all about centering or dropping your body weight into the floor as you skate. You guys, if you are a heavier person, okay, if you are a heavier person, we tend to want to hold up our body weight up here, okay? If you are a heavier person, honey, drop that body weight down. Your feet can handle it. We are trying to drop our body weight into the floor to feel the floor. If we are holding our body weight up like this, we literally have our foot in our boot. Here's the plate, and you are hovering above it. You don't want to hover above it. You want to have it feel like it is all one piece. So my foot in my boot, on my plate, on my wheels, on the floor, it's all one piece, okay? So these, using your body weight, I cannot tell you how important it is to embrace whatever you got going on, honey. If you tell me you're too tiny, I'm too skinny, I can't drop. Yes, we are all in control of our body and our body weight. I just need you to relax, be okay with it. And when we drop our body weight down, you are dropping all of it. Do not hold back, okay? You need to be able to control your skates with your body weight and not with your toes going like this and trying to grip onto them, and not with hovering above. You need to sink into it. Okay, so now that we've got, it's obvious, in order to skate smooth, your boots got to fit right, they got to feel good, gentle little hug, you got to have compatible wheels, and you've got to be at one with where you are at physically right now, where you're at and using this body weight. Now let's talk technique. Technique is all about edges to look smooth and dropping your body weight into it. So we're gonna skate forward, and I'm gonna show you just easy, casual, moving the foot in front, okay? But how I use my edges in order to gain and maintain momentum, and how I make it look smooth, okay? So come on. First, let's just talk about skating forward. Looking smooth has everything to do with edges, pushing out and pulling in, okay? We are going to do this very simple, okay, maneuver when we skate forward and we do this. There is so much going on here, but we are gonna break it down so it's nice and easy for you to, replicate, okay? First thing, number one, my upper body is not doing too much except being the top, of a cake. What's that little thing called? Little cake topper? From here, this just gotta look good. This just gotta sit here, okay? Sitting on the bottom, that's doing all the work, right? What I don't wanna do is bounce around. Now later on, you can do whatever you want. Right now, I need this part of your body to sit gently on the bottom half of your body. I need your shoulders straight across. I need your snack area nice and tight. And I need your hip or your fun zone area to drop, okay? It's gonna sit in this dropped position so that if you notice, my knees are soft all the time. All right, we're gonna talk about both the front foot as it comes across and the back foot. All right, let's talk the most important foot first. It's the foot that's pulling behind. When I go like this and I push out, that is my push. That is what's going to gain and maintain speed, okay? So as I drop my body weight, let's start with our feet out. I pull in with my back foot. I push out with my back foot. Push out, push out, push out, push out, push out. I'm pushing out with my back foot on an inside edge. That means you'll see my knee slightly over the big toe, trying to pressure the two inside wheels to dig into the floor so that they push out, and that helps me gain and maintain speed. You see that? So push and push. Now, in order for it to be smooth, you gotta act like, you don't really care, okay? You gotta act like nothing's really happening. If you don't, you end up pushing violently like this, and it looks really jarring. So I drop my body weight down, I push out, pull it in, push out, pull it in. You're focused mostly on the foot that's in the back, and it comes to the front. Push out, bring it in, push out, bring it in, push out, bring it in, push out, bring it in. I am pushing out on an inside edge. When I push out on the inside edge, I let the skate trail forward. As it trails forward, it's going to cross your other foot and you're going to drop it down on an outside edge to stop it, and then you're going to push it out again, all right? So it's push out, cross, drop, push out, cross, drop, push out, cross, drop. So the front foot has its crossed over, drop it down outside edge, very slight outside edge. That means the outside wheels are going to hit the ground first and it trails back on an inside edge. All right, so we go. Front foot, drop, push out, 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 drop, push out. Your front foot, as it comes in, drops on the outside edge. As it pushes out, it assumes an inside edge again to pull to the back. Okay, so down and out, pushed on an inside edge. I bring it forward, I drop to an outside edge, switch feet, push out, drop to an outside edge, push out, drop out to the outside edge. Okay, I hope to God, seriously, I hope to God this makes sense, because as soon as you get this, if you did this, you could skate a 3-hour session like this the entire time. Honey, you would not be tired. You would not have to go to the bathroom. Why? Because your mind, body, and soul would come together as one as you're looking around and just saying, oh my God, I love it. This makes me feel so centered. This makes me feel at one with the universe, okay? Because it is in, drop, out. In, drop, out. My body weight comes up when I bring things together, and it drops down when I push them apart. But I'm always on a soft bended knee, and I'm on a low slung hip, okay? This is different than you possibly doing this. You possibly just doing this, okay? The momentum comes from the back push. The transition is the front. We change feet right there, okay? Change feet right there. Did I tell you? Yes, I know I've told you. All good things in skating come from the center. So when we're thinking this, and we're thinking the same amount of time, pressure, and force comes from the middle. So I'm not good footing it, unless that's a style choice you're making. Otherwise, if you want to skate smoothly and get through a whole session and just feel so good, like, oh, they call it therapy. I can tell why. It's because you're able to push out easily on an inside edge to gain and maintain momentum. Then you're pulling it in and stopping it on an outside edge and then switching feet. This outside edge that I put my weight down on stops and allows me to release the back foot. Okay, you guys? So, stylistically, we can say, I'm gonna kick back on my back foot. This means I take my upper body and lean back, just a little bit, lean back. I can bounce a little bit. This feels really good. Stylistically, I can put the weight a little bit on the front foot and it ends up looking like this, a little bit forward, a little bit forward. You guys play around with it and see what fits you the best. And when I say that is because people have different body shapes and different sizes. And the way and manner in which your body weight is placed on your body based on how strong you are, certain skills, certain muscle groups. This may be the best for you to kick back, push out, ride in, push out, ride in, push out, ride it in, push out, ride it in. Nice and cool, right? Your body weight may call for you to, in your knees and different things, may call for you to, oh, I want to lean forward. I want to do the same thing, but I'm going to lean forward. That's fine. I want you to experiment with it. I don't want to ever tell you, do something and make it look exactly like I do it, because you have a different body type than I do, different skill level, different comfortness, is that a word, with what you're doing. Main thing I want you to get out of this video is, how can I skate smoothly? Number one, make sure me and my boot are finally at a point where we have a good relationship. I know that so many of you came to this during lockdown and the pandemic, so you may have bought what was available to you at the time. But now there's a lot of different things available, and it's time for you to get new skates, okay? I said it's okay, you can buy new skates. Second part again, your body weight. I don't care where it's at, you gotta be good with it, and you gotta be good with using it. Then isolate more your upper body, don't bounce it around too much, and say push out, let it ride to the front. Last thing I gotta say about this, you wanna look smooth on your skates? Breathe, my friends, breathe. Okay, so when I'm skating like this, you start breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth, keep your shoulders out of your ears, and look around. You wanna look and cast your gaze as far down, around, out. What we do not need to do is this. If we do this, we're gonna have issues, okay? So keep your chin up and look around. Again, skating inherently social. So if you're presenting yourself at the rink and you're skating around and you're looking like this, people are going to want to interact with you. You look open, you look approachable, right? All right, skaters. I hope you have enjoyed this video. To all my intermediate skaters out there, let's focus on flow. Let's focus on smoothing out the ragged little edges of all the things you have learned. I will continue to make videos focused on how we can smooth things out and how we can create flow with our skating. If you like this video, please tell me in the comments. Tell me what you're working on. And of course, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, come on now. We're here together. Just hit the button. You know you want to. Okay? We could be skater friends. Guys, if you have any needs, comments, questions, whatever, reach out to me. I love to hear from you. All right, skaters? Now, as always, you know what you need to do. Go practice.